beautiful souls. Welcome to your weekly intuitive read with me, Crystal. Similar to that, pick a card, pick a stone. This week, pick a sun ray, beam, light that you're intuitively called to. The intention behind these reads are to better align you to that of higher self so that you're in tune with your intuition. Therefore, making the best decisions and foreseeing the best possible path in your future timeline by being present. Therefore, creating the better future for not only yourself, but all involved. I want to give my gratitude, whether you're new or have been with me on this journey. As always, energy is precious, it is intimate, and I cannot deliver these messages without your consent through that of free will and spirit. So thank you. Take your time, look over the rays of light, and go to the one that you're called to. Not the one that immediately you just think you like, but what you're intuitively drawn to. That's the key behind these reads. I hope they help. If they do, please comment, subscribe if you haven't, like and share. It helps the channel. It helps get more of these messages out. I'm forever indebted for all of your guys' love and support. Thank you again. And as always, I've placed the timestamps below. And without any further ado, let's get to your guys' weekly read. To the group that was called to the rays of light, the beams of light, 1. I've laid your cards. And immediately I can't help but say, you are a born leader. If you've been called to this, it's in your innate behavior ingrained within you. These attributes, furthermore, I can't help but feel were a part of your calling. It was integrated between your personality and the temperament so that you can fulfill what you came here to do. Many people believe we chose our birthday, we chose our family, we chose the geography area so that we would be set up for our best life lessons. And if that's to be the case, this leader, this role model quality that you hold, I think it's because it's going to benefit the collective at some magnitude. You're here to do something. See, our underlying energy is clarified even further with the Emperor. The Emperor has his palace under control. He's under control. He owns his power. Furthermore, people look up to him. We see that with all these birds that are flocking around him. He holds the quality, he holds the energy quality like that of a chess player. He plans 3 steps ahead so that he is not to be maneuvered from his obstacle or plan or objective. Furthermore, with the Emperor energy, if the unexpected was to come in, who better than the Emperor to know how to use those energies to work in his favor? And all those that look to him to make the plan, to hold it together. It's a leadership. It's a quality. It's a role model. And I can't help but feel like that is your energy. Yet the heart of the spread comes with the oracle number 3, which I feel is very divine. It's associated to our root chakra, meaning it's solid and it's something that is within the physical, right? Is action. Now, immediately what I see when I look at this oracle card is we have a beam of light, a sun ray, if you will, trying to get through these trees. This woman, she dances. She dances to her own heart rhythm, to her soul beat. And what this card may not pick up is there's a little thread like light, if you will, from here, source, guidance, the essence of what you came from, connected to her. An intuitive knowing, guidance. Whatever is calling to you is through instinctual, intuitive, higher self, ancestral, angels, guidance. Something that sings, that you dance to naturally. Furthermore, with the action, I can't help but feel like it's time to take those faithful actions towards whatever it is that beats your drum, that you would dance to. The crossing energy, however, says that with this action and with all these people looking up to you, you're faced with a very hard decision. It's the Two of Swords. It's a difficult decision. Furthermore, if Alice was to take off her blindfold, there's not much light anyway in this card. It's only lit by the moon. Jester said. Which way would be the right way? I think it would require faithful action regardless. I don't know that she could necessarily see. One of the best things to do in that state is, I guess you would follow your intuition, right? That which lights you up. If you came to a heart space to make that choice. What's happening that even clarifies this even further, that people are looking up to you, that you are involved with others, is that there is collaboration happening right now amongst this hard decision that's requiring a faithful action. We have the Three of Pentacles. This hard decision is not going to only influence you, but many others. And maybe that's why it makes it so hard. What was interesting when I first saw this card was the hair over here. He holds what might look like a blueprint, but what shot out to me, what I heard, was contract. Is it a soul contract? Is it maybe that to your life mission? Even if it's just a stepping stone to get you going and get the ball rolling towards that which lights you up. So what's the problem with it? Why are we struggling with this so hard? What is this hard decision? Well, we know that, one, any calling or pull from an intuitive nudge, we usually can't see the whole road. That's scary. But then we have the Six of Cups. This thing's like screams to me nostalgia. Making decisions off past understandings. Maybe it's a fear of letting go of what you know to step into the unknown. Fear of hurting anybody. Trying to keep all happy. But if you're doing that at the stake of losing your own happiness, what's it really worth? Which I'm actually hearing now. But if you've yet to even step into what makes you happy, it's still quite foreign. And maybe it's time to make that jump. See, while this is just a weekly intuitive read, I feel that there is an opportunity coming for you to actually step into what your heart desires, what actually your soul could dance to its own beat. It comes with a Fool. I don't think it's here yet, but it's on its way. Whether it's this week or in the coming weeks. But with the Fool, it's going to require you to leave all that you know into the unknown, right? It requires faith. Furthermore, I can't help but faithful action. And the only way you know what is the right direction is by following what makes your heart beat, dance. What do you dance to? What's your soul dance to? What makes you tick? What lights you up? Because an opportunity is on its way. Or, to make this very clear, even if it's not necessarily tangible evidence, a matter of choice to step into the unknown, to follow that which lights you up. And in doing so, the final outcome comes with two cards. One, the Judgment. It is like a rebirth. That which is formed, that which you don't know yet, actually may be lighting you up, making you feel more whole, more centered than you ever have before. This intuitive knowing, this intuitive tug that might be pulling at you, that's asking you now to take the faithful action, it's going to lead you to a new world, a new life. One that is quite inspiring and I think will be full of happiness. But contradictory, comes the Ten of Cups in reverse. I think in order to get this, you have to be willing to leave this. What you think might be your heart's desire, to step into what is, in fact, your calling, which will, I promise you, light you up if it is your true calling. It's something that won't feel like a day of work, and you'll be able to influence those who you came here to do, like here to help. But you can't get there if you stagnate your own growth by staying in what feels familiar. And with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it might feel heartbreaking at first, shattering, demolishment of all that you've known. But that's only temporary and well worth it, as it will probably actually act as the bridge of growth as you transform to that which you've come here to do. We've pulled a postcard from Spirit, and for you. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday, moment-to-moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So, we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Sorry, as I'm reading that, I'm hearing don't hold it back. Joy and happiness and fulfillment come from doing action, doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart, so you can share it. You must know this, so when the time comes, you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful even for tears and loss, for they mean that you have lived, really lived. Jump into it all, and love every minute. We all love you like crazy over here. Hope floats. If you have an intuitive calling, if you have something that's been pulling at you and you know that there's something out there for you, there's more for you, but that requires you to leave the familiar behind, I encourage you. It can be scary, but there's so much more that many of us have no idea until we allocate ourselves the ability and permission to do what resonates in our heart, what we know. To step into the unfamiliar, to face our fears. Even at the stake of what can feel heart-wrenching. But for something worthwhile. Into that which you were born to come do. I have so much love for you. If this resonates, please let me know. As always, I send my love, the best of luck for the following week. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, until next week, namaste. To the group that was called to the sunbeams, raise, number 2. I've laid your cards, and I've been trying to console spirit. This has kind of got me through a hiccup. It's a little bit... one area that just totally like, what? So let's just begin. We'll see where it goes. You, my friend, you've been called to the sunbeam rays number 2, are currently amongst trying to remove yourself from something to maybe move into a bigger heart's desire. See, we have the 8 of Cups. full indication. Moving on. Working towards the 10 of Cups. A leap of faith. You don't know where you're headed, but you know that there's something more. I can't help feel like that is what is underway for you this week. The moving forward. And with it comes a higher conscious, because at the heart of the spread comes the fates. But it comes in reverse. Right? So what's the difference between fate and destiny? Fate is something that we just go on autopilot and let the universal magic, whatever, play out as it deems. But with a higher conscious, we can use our free will, therefore creating a destiny. You're no longer playing into the suit of it's my fate. You recognize that you are a conscious creator and can create your destiny. But when we say that you're in the midst of trying to walk away, that does not mean the 8 of Cups is not still within your energetic field. As we can still see, there is distance, but if he was to turn around, he can still see it fully. And I can't help but feel this 8 of Cups is in correlation to your week's struggle, to the challenges that you are facing right now. It comes with the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Now, upright, the King is abundant. He gives willingly and freely. 6 of Pentacles, charity, giving. They both scream almost the same meaning. And with it being a challenging factor, if they were to come in reverse, they have almost a selfish energy. Not only selfish, but lack, greedy. Many times, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse can represent our breadcrumbing, giving just enough. I can't help but feel like this 8 of Pentacles that's still within your energetic field is playing heavily on you grasping the reins that you have already decided, I am the creator. I will not fall into fate. Yet, I don't know that you've distanced yourself far enough from this energy, because it's still playing and tugging at your heartstrings. And what's actually happening? Well, whether it's this 8 of Cups that is at some points very abundant and very giving, and other times very selfish and demeaning, lackful, or if it maybe is you. Regardless, we have a Page of Pentacles. And to me, this screams a very immature attitude. So whether that is this person bringing out maybe the worst and triggers out of you, or else this person, whatever challenging side you're at, is just overall incapable of stepping into, or not, I guess incapable is kind of a strong word, but currently choosing the easy way out. Hence, it's a lack of commitment, laziness, giving just enough, hence like that breadcrumb, giving just enough to keep you afloat. Playing at your heartstrings, I feel, as you are working to call back your power. Yet, the real problem is that I can't help but feel like it's leaving you quite powerless, because we come with the Magician in reverse. Feeling helpless. Almost screaming to the gods for help. A feeling of, I know better, but I don't know how. Defeated. Who really is in control? Even though I feel like you, my friend, are working to regain that control and doing the best you can to separate yourself from some toxic energy. So here's where things get complicated. Your spread seems to be going just fine. But what you can't see and it just came to me, wow. Now, Take this, whatever you're dealing with, whether this is work, relationships, different circumstances or whatnot. Something that has your heartstrings, because you don't get to the Eight of Cups without any kind of investment, right? Nor can somebody play at your heartstrings without you caring. So there's definitely some level of love in however circumstance, situation that you're dealing with this week. But what you can't see yet comes with the Lovers. Now, for me, the Lovers is harmony. It's union. Is it a possibility that all of this is going to end up in your favor? It may. Or is it a possibility that as you continue to gain the reins of your life and separate yourself from this energy, you're going to find harmony? Maybe another life partner. Something else that calls to your passion, or as you're moving into that which maybe all you're looking for is peace. It may be on the way. Then we have the Four of Swords in reverse. This feels like, to me, burnout, struggle. As you continue to give your power away, whether you're conscious of it or not. And yet sometimes it's hard, right? Because when you care, you do feel depleted. You can feel worn. You can feel stripped. Especially if somebody's toying you around in an immature energy. And as much as you're trying to regain your power, in the end, it can make you feel very quite burned out. And this is just what came in, the very last part, where I was like, aha, is it possible that you turn back around to this energy that's still very much an influence? Giving away your power and walk into, the upside, where this circumstance or situation, relationship is very giving and very prosperous at moments when it's not showing this gnarly head. That you reunion with it, like give a reunion to it. Things seem good, happy, blissful. But it leads you to feeling burnt out. That cycle, that continuous cycle. Use your discernment with this, because this is something within the subconscious or something that has yet to fully manifest, but it's around the corner. Definitely advocate following your intuition, what you know, even if that means it's hard. But at this rate, what I want to say, even though you've become conscious of it, you know that there's more, I don't think this is over yet. Whatever this is, because we come with the death in reverse. It's a fear of change. It's a fear of actually moving on. Even though I feel like you're finding, maybe the seeds are beginning to germinate. And this is not to act as a leading back to fall into what is safe, comfortable. But maybe there's still more to be acquired. Whatever you're dealing with is not done. Though I struggle, because it's stripping you of your power. It's stripping you of your energy. But that's a choice, right? Doesn't mean it's an easy choice, but it's still a choice. So maybe this is just a conflict. Maybe there's union. However, somehow it still is leaving you burnt out. So we pull a card from the Postcard of the Spirits. And for you, dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears. Let go. And allow the truth to empower you and others, which I think you've already stepped into your power. You have the fate reversed, right? You're going to create your destiny. Sorry. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving, and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it, and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You'll be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results? Miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. And I can't help but feel like all three of those cards fall right in alignment to that last sentence. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Meaning, I don't think this is necessarily done. And as with anything that's struggling, of that energy, you can learn a lot, find a lot of harmony when it's all said and done. Now take that as you will. You are magical. Time to take back your power and be the co-creator of your life. So long as you stand in your truth. I think that's the biggest thing of this week. Outside influences are tugging hard. Own your power and go internal to know your truth and expect the same from others as you demonstrate it from yourself. If this correlates at all, please let me know. In the comments, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I wish you the best of luck for the following week. Everything happens for a reason. So much love. Till next week. Namaste. To the group that was called to the sunbeams, the rays, number 3. I have laid your cards. And you are more strong. You are stronger, you are more powerful than maybe you've yet to fully understand yet. But I think you're coming too. See, our underlying energy comes with the King of Pentacles. Our King of Pentacles, he's abundant. He gives. He gives because it's in his nature. He is the one that had to work hard to get where he's at. And he knows it doesn't come easy, but he can supply and help his kingdom. Because he knows what it's like to work his way to the top. And it doesn't necessarily come easy. It doesn't necessarily come easy. And I think you are in the process of making your way up that totem, that totem pole, if you will. But I think this is more emotional based than anything. See, the heart of the spread comes with the oracle card number 51, Healers of the Ages. Now, for me, immediately this represents massive healing. You are undergoing massive healing, and with healing comes the transformation. It's not necessarily easy. It hurts like hell when you go through this kind of healing. But furthermore, it's Jesus that is on the front of this card, signifying you have a lot of support. And either whether you're feeling it or just becoming like conscious of it, your ancestral team, your ascended masters, the archangels, spirit guides, they're all there to support you right now. And all you need to do is tap in to feel. You're not doing any of this alone. And as you're undergoing this big transformation with healing, comes the challenging factors, and they're quite beautiful, to be honest. We have the Magician, recognizing the power of creating your reality is within. That's a challenging factor, right? And I said Magician, excuse me. It's actually the Wheel of Fortune, though it's the Magician that recognizes that he is in control of his own fortune. That's funny, I said that. Furthermore, it's clarified with the Chariot. Taking controls, recognizing the power of the yin and the yang, the black and white sphinx, making the polarities come in alignment so that things can happen at rapid speeds. The stars are in alignment, are aligning for you, as we have the Big Dipper, the North Star that shows you the way. This, I believe, is happening for you. Though, because I think that you are under massive healing, maybe you can't fully grasp the totality of how powerful this really is. And because I don't think you've made it completely out just yet, maybe there's just some residual. You've yet to harness all of this for yourself, making it a challenging factor. But I think you're beginning to see, maybe beginning to feel more powerful, beginning to step more into your own power after many, many hard nights, if you will, to see what's actually happening. So you'll know best. It's your story. I'll clear you out on that one. Whatever has brought you to this massive healing, it was due to a lot of betrayal. It was due to a massive betrayal. We have the Ten of Swords, right? Look how the swords there in him, or in through the armor, down, defeated, right? Current circumstance, you've been betrayed. And how does betrayal happen? Well, it usually comes from those that we trust the most. Two of Cups. And further clarification, the Three of Swords. What's beautiful about this is that it comes on this side. And behind the shield is a flower that blooms. What has brought you to this point was brutal. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of pain. And it came from one that you thought you could trust. And I think you're still currently sorting and dealing with that. But beautiful things are underway, not only within yourself, but around you, and massive support. Now, the challenging factor, I think it correlates yet once again to these major arcanas. The Wheel of Fortune that can turn in your favor should you choose to recognize the magician that you are, and that you are the co-creator, you are the manifester. Excuse me. And learning how to alchemize these energies, which I think you're doing, and learning how to take the polarity, the duality that resides within all of us, our shadow and our light, and finding alignment. Furthermore, with it, you are a deep, deep intuitive person, connected directly to that of spirit. The challenging factor is the King of Chalice, King of Cups. He's intuitive, he's knowing, he's deep. It was much deeper than the average Joe, if you will. And I think this is actually accessing a lot of your healing. Because as the deeper you go, the deeper things you're going to unravel, not only about self, but how all the energies play out here in the universe, especially within this dimension. Acting as a challenging factor, because with it, you have to see the polarity of the energies, the not so pretty, and the light, the harmony you may seek, and the deepest betrayals and apathy of them all. Wisdom beyond years is all within you, and it didn't come at a pretty cost. But there is hope, and it's starting to show. What you have yet to see amongst this healing, amongst this transformation that you are undergoing. Dots are ready and bound to connect. Things that you couldn't understand or see so clearly. And this is what's so interesting. I really wanted to point this out. Every card up to this point, you are but in the dark. Every single one of these cards is dark, rainy. Even as you're struggling, this challenging factor of coming into your power. Even to that connection, which brought the betrayal. And as you are beginning to find your power, there's still darkness until that of the unconscious or that which you have yet to fully understand. The dots connecting, the super clarity, the light that dawns. That which you cannot fully see yet, but is on its way. Furthermore, I look at blue as a very spiritual part, and it's you owning it through your own. What you're undergoing is not just, this is not just a regular breakup. This is the transformation into that of higher self, the remembrance of all that you are. Whatever has brought you to this base, you are about to gain that clarity, has all those dots connect, shed light yet once again, and be able to see super clear, crystal clear, and own your truth. I just don't think you've yet to be able to see it yet. This is within the subconscious or yet to be seen, but it's on its way. And what more beautiful way than to polish off with the Ace of Pentacles. A brand new world, a brand new life, a beginning of something new and tangible. And it comes on this side, which bears fruit in the harvest. That which you are putting forth, that which hard work you've been working diligently at, will come to manifestation. A new life, brighter days. Furthermore, whole fruitation. Now, as I went to go pull you a card from Oracle Spirit, multiple times, cards just came out everywhere. And 2 came out this last time. I took it as a cue to keep them. So, for you, my loves, the first card. Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part. Now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now, let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. We love you so much. With love. The second oracle. Dearest you, we have a secret to share with you. If you act as if all is well, it will be. Act as if you are brave, and you will have courage. Immediately, I'm screaming to me the challenging factors of you embracing it. Act as if you are loved, and you will be a magnet for love, and experience the love of Spirit. Act as if your prayers have been answered, as if you are truly in sync with good fortune. How you think is how you will see the world, interact with it, and draw conclusions from it. If you want to be the person who has the life you want, co-creating and loving what is yours, you need to start acting as if that were your truth. Don't worry about the conditions in your life that seem empty or cavernous, chaotic or barren. These are temporary and don't even count. Defy them and act as if you're the luckiest person on the planet. You will be. For you already are. That's the real secret. You are infinite potential. Loving you so much. Rainbows explode in the ether. You are divine beauty. That is a very beautiful reading. Brighter days are on its way. Clarity is about to come in, and all that you have been working very hard for is yours. Own it. Brighter days are on its way. And even amongst this darkness, I do feel like you're gaining your power, and you are beyond more powerful than you have yet to fully wrap your head or hands around or understanding around. And you are not alone. Because you're connected to them. I think you intuitively already have understanding at some level, at some depth. It's a beautiful read. Even amongst the struggle and the betrayal and the heartache. If this resonates with you, comment, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, I wish you the best of luck for the following week. Until next week, namaste.